Whoa, hello internet. I think this is the first time I'll be uploading something that's just purely me, and it's kind of scary. Hello, hello, hello. Anyway, tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about Clay Shirky's talk on the power of social media and how it's changing the world. Essentially, Shirky mentions that the internet is the first time in which one can have conversations with single individuals or like astronomically, unfathomably large groups at the same time. And the importance of this is that they are not restricted from one or the other, like in the legacy media of print and television. The internet has allowed mass conversation between not only the content creator and its audience, but even within the audience and its audience, and the audience's audience. And it's this instant conversation between the former audience, and that's something I want to clarify, is that we are now not just consumers anymore, we are now creators, being able to upload our own creations. I mean, if you take this back like 30 to 40 years ago, when the internet really wasn't a thing, and it was essentially impossible to create and publish, and that's the key word here, to publish your own content to the mass public without being a professional. It was impossible. It didn't happen. Hmm. Where were we? I lost. That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So this instant conversation has allowed for some pretty amazing things. Like, okay, get this. In the States during the '08 election, they incorporated this video vote archive website type deal thing where everyday citizens could, if as long as you had a phone, a camera on your phone, if you had a camera on your phone, basically normal citizens could upload videos of their local polling areas to show if there were any voter suppression tactics being used, because that was a thing. In the '08 election, people were afraid that certain places will have particular bias on politics, and they can incorporate, these political suppressions on the ideas of the people going blah 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 blah. Anyway, point being is that this video vote idea, what's really amazing about it is that it came from Nigeria. It's so in Nigeria, what happened was a little bit different, but the idea that people could discuss their own political ideals through SMS throughout the country instantly with, whoever. You could vote whoever you wanted, and you could mention why. Blah blah blah. And that's really amazing. It's amazing that, which is what Shirky was stating. It's amazing that a third world country like Nigeria can inspire a first world, and I mean first world, like Cold War era, one of the two superpowers, first world, like leaders in everything. Well, back then anyway. And point being is that this country, this first world country, this leader of innovation, is taking ideas from a third world country. It should be the other way around. First of all, let me clarify. I've got nothing against third world countries, and I'm not like a first world country elitist or anything. But generally speaking, first world countries are supposed to lead the world in innovation because of their advancements in technology and advancements in ideologies, right? But in this case, it was the reverse. Third world country was inspiring at first. The reason why this could happen is because of it's this instant global unselective platform of the internet, which gives us the tools to generate innovation from anyone, anywhere, at any time. And I think that's something that's truly amazing that the internet can really bring out. I mean, some other really amazing things that the internet has provided is a voice for the voiceless. Like, gosh, Keaton, what do you mean by voiceless? Everyone has a voice. No. Let me explain. But I'm speaking to you in a voice right now. Am I not voiceless? No, okay. Let me explain. So, for example, the people in Egypt for a very, very long time, we're living under a long dictatorship, like a really, really, really long dictatorship, and people were starting to becoming to get frustrated and whatnot. But prior to social media platforms like Twitter, instant global reaching platforms, there was no real way for the citizens of Egypt to really stand up. They had no voice. They were being suppressed, and not much of the world knew about this. Like, I certainly didn't know anything about this. Basically, the Egyptian revolution of 2011 wouldn't have been a thing. It wouldn't have been anything more than just silent, frustrated citizens who felt alone at their own homes. They wouldn't have been able to reach out to anyone. But thanks to the social media platform of Twitter and a global reaching and instant platform, it allowed these suppressed citizens to reach out to each other within the country so that they could loudly and very, very proudly shout out to the world the wrongness of their country's dictatorship. I mean, power comes in numbers, and they generated numbers. Like, I'm talking on the 25th of March 2011 in Cairo, 80,000 protesters. 80,000 protesters marched the streets of Cairo, and they ended, okay, get this, this is amazing, a 3-decade-long dictatorship. That's almost double my age. That's double the amount of time I've spent here on Earth, alive. That dictatorship crumbled down within 18 days. 18 days. 30 years, 18 days. 30 years to run, 18 days to fall down. It's incredible. It's incomprehensible how amazing social media has really, really allowed people to band together. I mean, strength is in numbers, right? It truly has given a voice which was never heard of in not only the Western world, not only the world in general. Their voice was unheard because they were suppressed, but within the country themselves. Like, within their own country, they were being unheard of, within each other and within the government. And it's crazy to think that, I can upload a video to, I don't know whether to entertain you or educate you or whatever, but thanks to the internet existing, I can share this with people who do care, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for joining in on one of my talks. I don't know if I'll do another one. We'll see. But anyway, watch out for some projects that I'll be doing with Riley. Follow me on Twitter at Keidamn, Keidamn, and also follow my good friend Riley, Blue Shirt Guy, at Blue Shirt Guy, and keep up to date with some of the projects that we'll be doing. Alright, cool guys. Catch you guys later. See ya.